What if I told you that every single product that I'm about to show you is a potential disaster waiting to happen for you on Amazon? Sounds kind of serious, doesn't it? Well, in this video, myself and Ali, we look at a number of different products that you might have thought are good products in the marketplace superhero system, but in actual fact, they are not. They are terrible and do not buy any of these items. So if you want to see those items and you're excited about this video, give us a like down below. Really, really important. There we go. I heard you do it. Thank you very much. And well, let's go and look at the video. Ali, we are back, and today, something we've never done before. We're going to look at products that people should avoid at all costs. So with that said, I'm going to get you to load up the first one and let's start ripping these products apart.
This is a trap harness.
Ah.
I think this is to be used with like crab traps and like kind of seafood traps. So yeah, I mean, there's nothing else more to this. It's a trap harness.
And people might look at this listing and say, oh guys, this looks like something you would like. The listing is bad, you know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things going for it here. So clearly there's something you don't like about this, Ali.
No, for sure. I mean, this product actually ticks a lot of boxes. I mean, it's, you know, just enough in terms of price point. The listing is terrible, and yet we can see by the BSR history here it's selling. So I mean, this is, when I came across this, I thought I was onto a winner. But let's have a look at
where it all went wrong somewhere. Let's see where it went wrong.
So 448 search results. We couldn't rule it out on the number of search results. These three across the top here, we've got 47,000 at a slightly lower price point for a similar product. And obviously we've got the one that we just looked at, which is performing well. And we have this one here, higher price point, not selling as well. And then if we scroll down, there's nothing else in the market. So in terms of demand, it's definitely on the smaller side. And if you look at the price point to, say, market size ratio, it's totally out in this situation. So it's just that the overall demand versus the price point. We've got a low price point. Obviously, we're going to look at a lower cash profit. A level of demand as little as this is definitely something that I wouldn't want to get involved with. Some
people, I think, would have ruled this one in, and so it's interesting where you felt it didn't make the cut. I like that one. Okay, well, we'll get on to the next one then. These are good. Great. I'd say that one was the least obvious one I've ever seen in terms of like something we'd rule out, you know?
Oh yeah, I definitely wanted to bring something a little bit less obvious.
Yeah.
For the more, say, advanced guys.
Almost shocking, I would say, Ali.
Now this one is an interesting one. It's a hunting blind. So far, when I come across this again, I thought this looks like an interesting product. Let's look at it. So hunting blind will be our search term.
That's very fair.
Again, very low number of search results. So, you know, what thought process was going through my mind was, am I onto a winner here? This looks great so far. A few sponsored products, but if we go on to the second row, we've got 2,000, 3,000, 14,000, 3,000.
Goes wrong.
Yeah, we can definitely see a level of demand here. It is on the larger side in terms of market size, but then we're also getting a lot of different price points, a lot of different styles of the products as well. So flavor and taste comes into this. Then we've got overall sizes, but then if we're onto the next row, we're still well inside range. Onto the third row, again, this market is just too big, too competitive, and too confused as well.
So it's a phenomenal market in terms of the amount of volume in it as a whole, right? Problem, as you just said, there is we wouldn't know which product to sell. Even if we, you know, brought in a product in this area, we're in a very competitive space. And what would we do different to what's already been done so that we would get enough of an advantage to get ahead of these guys? That's really the problem, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's just all about visibility. I mean, if you can imagine your offering on this page, you know, you'd have to ask yourself, could I stand out? And, you know, is it possible to stand out here? And it doesn't seem likely that you'd stand out in this market.
Someone might have this product and then go off and do their own brand off of Amazon and figure out how to drive traffic to it and everything else. That's probably the route you'd need to go to make this work, but it's just not something that we would do. With that on Amazon, we would not do it. There's just no way. So I love that one because it really shows a big market with a lot of good things going for it, but then overall, it's not actually a good market when you analyze it. So that's great. Let's move on to the next one, Ali.
All right. So the next one is a pair of lawn aerator shoes.
Very good. Good price point. You know, a lot of things going for it here. Decent listing, to be fair. You know, it's not bad. So that's kind of, you know, getting a little bit iffy already at that point. And I would even just looking at this product, I would almost feel like this is not going to be good. And I don't know why. It's a 6 cents we get, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, when we're looking at kind of boring products, you know, we're not, this doesn't really fall into that boring product. It is a bit of a, you know, a good idea, a good gadget, almost like a kind of gardener's gadget, something that you potentially get a gardener for a Christmas present. potentially, to make their life a little bit easier on their allotment or in their garden. Definitely having reservations so far, but low number of search results, which is surprising. Few sponsored products. I mean, we've got 4 sponsored products here. This kind of tells me that, there is a level of competition in this market.
That's a really good point as well. When you see just literally a full line of sponsored products, you know it's something a lot of people are bidding on.
So then we've got 10,000, 20,000, 8,000, 38,000. So definitely a good level of demand so far in the market. But if we're looking at price points, the consumer has a lot of choice so far in terms of design. We've got a budget version. We've got this more kind of shoe wraparound style of product versus the 2-strap. So there's already a lot of choice here that the consumer already has. I mean, even more different styles here, price points all over the place. So we've got 27,000, 31, 20, 36. So there's definitely a lukewarm to large-ish market so far. And then we scroll down, we've got another one at 15,000, which comes with a bonus as well. We've got a few more that come with some extra pieces here as well. So you see the level of demand here. People are trying to kind of get one up on the competition and trying to make their offering better and cheaper. So definitely not a market I would want to get involved with.
I think as well, the one thing I would say to people also, when you're looking at something like this, you could really imagine this as like a Facebook advertisement or something like that when you're on Facebook, if you're interested in gardening. And I'm not saying like that's something you should throw into your head of like, oh, would this be on a Facebook ad? But it's something you can think about for sure when you see something like this, because as you said, Ali, it is a really good idea. It does feel almost like an invention or a gadget. And when I see stuff like that, brilliant on that side. If you wanted to go and run ads to stuff like that, it could probably work out okay. But on Amazon, this is the platform we're competing on, and so there's just not. It's just going to be too hard, and it's going to cost you too much money, and it's just not worth it. So I love that you've covered these ones, because these are ones I think some people, especially maybe more beginners, might actually get involved in.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, let's get on to the next one, Ali. Really quickly, I'm going to take about 10 seconds of your life, and I want to ask you, have you ever spoken to a supplier or considered any of these items that you're looking at today? If the answer is yes, jump down below and let me know. And also, if the answer is no, jump down below and say no, because either way, I want to get a feel for the level of research that we have going on here. So that's it for now, and also like the video.
This one's a bit of an interesting one, because I didn't know anything like this ever existed. I didn't know that you can walk a cat.
Yeah, a cat harness. Very good.
Yep. So yeah, cat harness. I mean, already we can see a very kind of keyword rich title and bullet points, but then we can see that there's tons of different color variations, different size variations as well. So we wouldn't really know which one to get involved with. So already have my reservations on this product.
Well, sizes and colors, like this product right here, it costs a lot of money to get this thing and keep it in stock in any kind of shape or form, and it's going to get worse from there.
And only 1,000 search results for cat harness. I mean, again, we've got that full line of sponsored products at the top. As we scroll down, we've got 200 in pet supplies, 1,000, 5,000. This market is definitely shaping up to be a pretty large market.
Yeah.
I scroll down. I mean, who would have known that there was a huge demand for cat harnesses? I wouldn't have known that.
I wouldn't have known that, but hey, cats are incredibly popular. It is amazing.
And then, yeah, I mean, we're getting price points ranging from $8.99, $14.99, $17.99. So the consumer, again, has a lot of choice in this market. This is a very confusing market. We've got different kind of variations. Back some more sponsored products, yeah.
And also, like, this looks like something that was featured on a hot product list somewhere. It just has that feel to it, doesn't it, as well?
Absolutely.
Like, everyone's copying each other. Everyone's doing the same thing. It just feels cloney, and it's cloney and that because they're all the similar thing. But then there's so many different styles. I mean, oh my God, where the hell would you go with something like this? I just have no idea. Nightmare market. All right, let's get to the next one.
Potato grow bags.
So, decent title and stuff like that, decent listing, $17.99, not a bad price point. And again, our search results are looking okay, 703. So where does it all go wrong, Ali?
Yeah, I mean, it ticks a lot of boxes at first, but then obviously, I mean, I wouldn't rule it out for having this many sponsored products. I know we just mentioned that it does indicate a bit of competition in the market, but definitely we've got few down here which are all kind of different offerings. We've got 5-pack of the 7-gallon. We've got 10-gallon 4-packs with different variations in there. We've got a 4-pack of a 10-gallon here, a twin pack of the 10-gallon. So already we've got sizes in terms of pack sizes, but also the product sizes. The consumer has a lot of choice again in this market of different styles, different materials as well of the product. Then onto the next row, got a few more. Then we've got a few kind of lower priced items as well, which are selling well. So we've got 10,000, 9,000, 17, 16. So good level of demand in the market.
Yeah.
I would say that this is lukewarm. This is where we want to see the market in terms of size so far.
There's one that's 72 there though on patio line.
Yeah. And
That's the one that's taken off obviously in this market, and it is big, as you can see. Like, I mean, there's just so many styles and types, and it's again, I would just call that a nightmare market again. It's just not clear at all what you would do. It's awful.
Yeah, and there's also a lot of noise in the market as well. When we talk about noise, I mean, visually there's a lot going on here. So standing out, it's just not going to look likely for this market.
Yeah, we've covered 5 products, and I think that's really for today,
Mm-hmm.
giving all of you watching enough like what to look out for, right? Because they're all we're coming to that similar place now of things being confused markets. You don't know which one to sell and stuff like that. I love that we covered some things that might feel like you would do them, but you really shouldn't. Mm-hmm. So Ali, thanks a million for jumping on and breaking these down. And hopefully we've saved a couple of you guys some time with these products as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Loved it. Looking forward to the next one, Stephen.